Good evening, my friends. I'm Nero, and welcome back to Graveyard Keeper. I did the thing again, but I did it kind of deliberately this time. By the thing I mean, of course, I did not record at all this week. I in no way prepared whatsoever for recording like I had intended to. Except this time, it was intentional. Because you see, today is Father's Day. And I wanted to take a moment to talk about my own father a bit. And talk about the idea of male parental figures or parental figures that fulfill a fatherly role in some way or another. But first I want to hydrate. First of all, hydrating, I got that a lot from my dad. Whenever we would go out to a restaurant, we would just encourage the server to leave the pitcher of water for the sake of simplicity, for the sake of ease, because that man drank so much water. He would just drink tons of water, which is great, but also it was a lot of water. Let's get more carrots going, I guess. And so I adopted a lot of that from him with that. Also, a lot of my terrible humor. I get a lot of my terrible humor from my father. Not necessarily terrible, just it's very much dad jokes. You've seen me do it sometimes. I'll make a joke and I'll do the office camera kind of shrug and smirk. Not all the qualities I got from my father are necessarily positive, but I do have a lot of positive qualities from him. The basis of my current career is largely thanks to him. He is the one who taught me, whenever we would work on something at the farm where I grew up, we'd regularly be working on stuff that was broken. And he would always stop me at the very beginning and say, "It's already broken. It's broken now. Anything we do to it will either fix it or it was already broken." I have no idea what we were doing in this game. I genuinely don't remember at all. We are at the point now where we're getting plenty of faith. I think we need money. Technology. Let's see what sort of money we need to get. Price of faith. Combo prayer would be good. Prayer for donations. I do remember that. We were working at marble quarrying. Oh, we can make up marble quarry. Well, we should do that. Dad. Yes, Dad. Dad is great. Not all the time, but in general, Dad is great. I do get a fair bit of my temper from him. There are times that I just get angry, and a lot of that is from him. That's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just what it is. So we need a gold book. Good gracious. How do we make a gold book? Well, we need a gold chapter and a gold hardcover. Good gracious. And apparently jeweler as well. Look at all the stuff we need to make gold. Okay. So we need to use gold stories. We need paper. It's night. It's not nighttime anymore. Ah! I am getting all kinds of frazzled. I had things in mind, and then some friends and I ended up staying up till like midnight last night playing Mecha Chameleon. I might do a recording on that. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of like Prop Hunt, but with paint. Paint Hunt. I don't know why I'm putting that there. It's fine. Yeah, I have no idea what I was doing. So you know what? We're just going to go ahead and grab simple iron parts, nails, wood planks, wood wedges. Filch will grab some more of that. Yeah, we'll make some more filch. Filch, whatever. Also probably make some complex iron parts. Just to say we have them. And then we'll go see what it actually takes to make this marble quarry. My father also rather scatterbrained at times. Sometimes my father likes to do things the hard way, unnecessarily. There's no reason to do things the hard way. As I said, we grew up on a farm, and one of the things I did shortly after I moved out was I set up the field with automated sprinklers, hoses, a whole irrigation system for the field and the plants. So that all you had to do was go out, turn the water on, and then maybe once an hour, switch a valve. That's all you had to do. That's all you had to do. Figuring, oh, this will make life easier on everybody. I need a pickaxe. I need 2 pickaxes. I need pickaxe. Pickaxe. That's the plural of pickaxe. Sure. So I set up this irrigation system out in the field. All you had to do was turn the water on. All you had to, I in fact took the time to set up timers later. That man used it for about a week. And then he proceeded to disconnect every single hose and just have one very long hose running out into the field. And he would hand water the entire field. Why? Why would you do that? There's no reason for it. And his reasoning was that there were mice getting into the hoses because some of them were soaker hoses and they were chewing holes and it wasn't working right. There was never actually an issue, but it had to be done his way. All right, well, and I do that sometimes too. I do things the hard way simply because I want to be doing it the way I need to do it, the way I want to do it. It's good insight to think about why you are the way you are from the influence of others. Now, don't get me wrong, I love my father. We don't always see eye to eye, but I do love my father dearly. Poof! Takes basically nothing to make this. Go ahead and make the other one. I don't know. Eventually we'll have more zombies working. You, I think, are one of my older ones. We're going to put you to work quarrying. Is there a way to... Does marble go on the stone pile? I don't know. Genuinely don't know. Seems like it might. Building, smithing, I don't know. Where would it be? Where would it be? See, I'm trying to figure out if there's a stockpile for marble. I really want the miner perk. I want a lot of these perks. Oh well. We're getting there. You know, we've got plenty of stone, actually. You get to work on here. Look at that. You're practically caught up. Yeah, we'll put you guys to work doing that. It'd be a good use of your time. What would be a good use of our time? That's the question. Talking about dads. My dad. Now, with that in mind, I have razzed on him a little bit. And I do want to clarify, my father is very intelligent. My father is brilliant. He has dabbled in a number of different fields, kind of a jack of all trades. But he is brilliant. He worked out the math for moving the entire farmhouse where we grew up. When they bought it, they had to move it about 50 feet. And he mapped out exactly what was going to have to happen, what was going to have to go where. He designed several of the outbuildings. He can repair just about any small engine known to man. Has a background in medical and computers. And when I say computers, I mean the original computers, the old vacuum tube punch card systems. He's just a brilliant guy all around. What else was I doing? I was doing something. I've got marble coming now. I don't know if marble stacks with stone, but we're going to find out. It might need its own place. Is marble stockpile a thing? See, now I got to look this up. I also need to start the timer that I was going to start when I started recording. Probably been about 10 minutes. We're going to say it's been about 10 minutes. But I want to know if there's a marble stockpile. Graveyard, keeper, marble, stockpile. Stockpile. There's no separate stockpile dedicated exclusively to marble. Must be stored in a standard stone stockpiles. Because they share this space, managing our inventory is extremely important. Of course it is. You know what else is important? Not having the same stockpile for two things. Stone stockpile. Flitch and nails. Of course. I feel like I haven't done anything this episode. And you know what? I don't care. I'm okay with that. Regaining our footing and getting our heads on, that's an okay use of time. gonna go sleep about it. Oh, goodness. My brothers and I like to give my dad a hard time about some things that he said. Most notably, one of our favorite stories to razz him about is that my brothers and I do have a similar quality in that most of our humor is self-deprecating. Maybe you've noticed my humor is self-deprecating. So we were arguing with each other one day about who was the least favorite son, and each of us was convinced it was ourselves. I was convinced I was least favorite. My oldest was convinced he was least favorite. My middle brother was convinced he was least favorite. And we all had justifiable reasons. We would all explain things that, wow, these bats are fast. What the heck? I don't remember the bats being this fast. That was crazy. We would all have valid reasons why we thought we were the least favorite versus the others. You know, the trouble we got into as kids, the life paths we've followed, decisions we made, people we spent time with, all that stuff. And my father overheard us arguing and bickering and essentially said what he was trying to say. What he was very trying to say was that he cared for us all equally. We were all the same in his eyes. But what he said was he looked at us all and said, "Boys, I don't love any of you any more." Now, he might have meant more than any of the others. But what he said was, "I don't love any of you anymore." And to his credit, that very much summed up the argument. That put a stop to the entire argument between us all. Because we all realized, of course, he doesn't love any of us. Now we know that was a joke. But by gosh, it was funny. Boy, we need a lot more bat skins. And you know, some folks, they don't have a father present in their life, or even a father figure. Some folks don't need it, and that's okay too. I have pigskin paper. I have 2 pieces of pigskin paper left. That's frustrating. This isn't where jelly goes. Book. Oh, right, I can just make books. Silver nugget decomposes, silver powder. Yeah, we know what silver does. Where are flowers in here? Flowers should go in this box. You know, with all the other flowers. It's okay if you don't have a father or you don't have a good father figure. It's okay to just be who you are as a product of the way you were raised and who you choose to be. Who you are is still good. It's just different, and that's okay. Everybody's different. I'm getting all Mr. Rogers here because I don't want to upset anybody. I try very hard not to upset anybody. That is not something I get from my father. Love my father. He is not shy about telling you what is on his mind. Where's all my wood going? I probably need to set zombies up to get wood. I have no idea what I'm doing. So I have made a decision, sort of. I have thoughts. I have thoughts about upcoming month-long event. And I think I'm going to use it to recalibrate, refocus, remaster, if you will. And so that, I think, is going to be the theme. With that in mind, I am potentially interested in hiring an editor. So, if you or someone you know edits videos, let me know. Get in the comments. Give me a shout. I'm not necessarily looking for somebody to do it for free, but I have been doing this as a one-man show for a while, and I think it might be prudent to bring on some extra help for what I'm going to try to do. It's not saying it's going to be an all-the-time thing. I think it'll be kind of a trial basis. See what happens. I think that's one of the things I'm leaning towards. I keep forgetting I'm playing a freaking game. Just play the game, Nero. Good grief. Oh man, this guy stinks. Nah, actually not too bad. But I do need to do a lot of stuff in this game. There's just so much. Do I have any marble yet? Can I make marble things yet? Does it matter? Does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody really care? Grave monuments. Yeah, I'm still a fair ways from any of that working. Good gracious. Some of these upgrades just take so much. You know, go back to my roots. And by roots, I mean root vegetables. That was my childhood. We had huge fields of garden crops. Tomatoes, peppers, okra, cantaloupe. I mean, asparagus, strawberries. Didn't do a lot of carrots. Had a rhubarb patch. I really want a quick stack button. Is that too much to ask for? A quick stack button? Or a sort button? I feel like there should be a quick stack and or sort button. Those seem like things that should exist. Let's take seeds out of here. And put crops in. Yeah. Seeds out, crops in. Get some compost going. Get some carrots going. Yeah. This is taking me back. Let's go ahead and expand our wheat crop. Why not? May as well. Something in for a penny. Oh, and I'll need to carry the stuff around with me. Or do I? Ah! I don't. That's wonderful. That makes me happy. Let's plant what we know goes in here. Okay, so we can go ahead and expand that. We're expanding our hemp bed. Sneezing. Ugh. Wasn't intending on exploding, but here we are. I'm a little self-conscious now because this is the most I have talked about real life, I think, since I started doing this. Not sure how I feel about it. No, we can do better than heat. Get some more wheat going. Yeah. Wheat thins. Onions. Nope. We can use actual compost. We can use actual fertilizer. I bet that's why we're not getting the seeds out that we need. Oh, right, we use pumpkin seed. That's right. Quality fertilizer, and what do we got here? Beet seeds. Okay. So we need to expand our beet seed field as well. Empty garden bed. Okay. Took us a while to start getting in the groove of actually doing stuff in this game. Not because it's not fun, but because we're kind of delirious. But my friends, now that we've hit our stride, I'm going to go ahead and do... Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and do another recording. But for this week, I'm going to conclude. So, happy Father's Day. Happy Pride. Happy belated Juneteenth. There's a lot of reasons to celebrate. There's a lot of reasons to be proud of who you are and where you've come from. Whether that's your family lineage, your male parentage, whether that's the culture that you have come from, whether that is embracing who you really are and living fearlessly. Whether that is acknowledging the tragedies of the past and seeing how you and others like you have triumphed in spite of it. for whatever reason you have to celebrate, I'm glad to have you here. I am proud to have you as my friend here. Get in the comments. Tell me what you got going on. Tell me what's the haps. And join us again next week. For now, my friends, as always, be good to yourselves. Take care of each other. And I'll see you next week. Farewell.